When you hear the word millennial, what comes to mind? Maybe a young person buried in social media.
What you may not think of is somebody trying to start a career and a family, all while taking care of a parent with dementia.
ABC 15's Sonu Wasu with the story of one Valley woman who became a caregiver in her 20s.
And you'd think maybe she might forget,
Now 33, Tara Lowy has been helping care for her mom for the last 7 years. She says they've always been tight-knit, but after her mom, Diane, was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's, they got even closer.
I would have never thought I'd be in this position.
Tara had just gotten married and was starting her own life and her career.
I remember getting a call. I was pulling into the driveway. I just ran in the house crying, and my husband was home, and even he was like, "What? I can't believe that."
So the family stepped up. Her dad, Randy, Tara, and her older sister, Andrea, even her young niece and nephew, all together, helping Diane live her daily life.
I mean, you got to be there for your parents. They were there for you.
3 years ago, Tara had even more added to her plate when her son, Landon, was born.
I was worried that she was going to forget about him, but she wakes up every morning. She's like, "Do we get to see Landon today?" And their connection that they have is incredible. She never loses her motherly instincts with him.
Now she's raising her son, working as an athletic trainer, and caring for her mom. Diane needs help with most everything, getting dressed, getting in a car. Even Tara's dad says he learned how to put on his wife's makeup.
I had to learn how to put on mascara. So that's real fun when I have to do the little mascara thing.
Yeah. Melissa Del Colli with the Alzheimer's Association here in Phoenix says Tara and her family are far from alone.
In Arizona, we have 170,000 people, we estimate, with the diagnosis. And that translates into about 340,000 unpaid caregivers.
1 out of 4 of those caregivers are millennials, creating a so-called sandwich generation, young adults caring for their parents and their own young children. Melissa says it's not something she was seeing 15 years ago.
Because we are doing a better job identifying Alzheimer's disease and the other dementias earlier, that kind of forces family members in a lot of ways to step up and be caregivers before they ever even considered they'd have to do so. So it's a much bigger group and it's growing faster. And it will continue to do so.
But it's still not the norm, so these millennial caregivers find they don't know where they fit.
I'm not really in step with my peers anymore, and I'm not doing the same thing. What do I do?
Finding support becomes essential, and that's where football came in for Tara. Every year, she takes part in the annual Blondes versus Brunettes flag football tournament to raise money for the Alzheimer's Association. Tara says it's not just a game. It's a place where she finds others like her, people to lean on, people who understand.
So I got about 60 girlfriends total that have my back and have my mom's back, and they'd bend over backwards for her and they haven't even met her.
It also means the world to Tara's mom.
And what gets me is you say I did this for you.
Yeah. And she remembers that. And that was months ago, and she remembers things that stick out like that, which is amazing.
It is.
Sonu Wasu, ABC 15, Arizona.
There are plenty of resources for anybody who is a caregiver or wants to ask whether something a loved one is experiencing might seem like dementia. You can call the Alzheimer's Association, their 24/7 hotline listed right there on the screen for you. They also offer support groups and recommend services. Meantime, the date has not yet been set for next year's Blondes versus Brunettes game, but it's usually the last Saturday in April.